My name is Madhura Karanth, and I'm the IT head of both data and IT solutions here at Feedback Business Insights. It's based out of Bangalore. We're primarily working in the role in the sector of market research. So we have a lot of interactions with respondents where we reach out to different stakeholders. We want to understand how their experience has been with our customer services or products, etc. Or sometimes even to understand what the perception is about a brand. So that's the sector that we're in. And as you can understand, calling or meeting with, speaking to our respondents is one of the primary requirement of our business need. And one of the biggest challenge I think faced by all our researchers, as we call it in the market research field, is that while we have to speak to so many respondents, we keep having to use our own phone numbers. And you know how in today's day and age, we keep reaching out to the same person with the same number again and again. Sometimes you're kind of perceived as a spam caller, etc. And while we're doing a market research, our research is sponsored and all that stuff. That's not really understood by the people who are, answering these calls for us. That's where Tata Teleservices, specifically the solution called SmartFlow, came into the picture. We were looking for a solution where we could, first of all, enroll this calling solution to a large telecaller base or agent base, because some of our projects have a lot of telecallers, and we weren't able to, really manage getting everybody a different SIM and making sure this whole ecosystem of making sure the callers, their talk time is updated and all that is managed. So SmartFlow actually solved that requirement for us. And not just that, it also solved the requirement of making sure we had recordings for every call that took place, making sure our, who we reached out to, that quality could be maintained. Also, where sometimes the interviews were not going in the right direction, there were these features called, whisper or bars and all that, which really helped improve the quality of our initial calls. We are very new to the ecosystem, and we already see a huge difference in how our field ecosystem or telecalling ecosystem has undergone a change. The key highlights basically that we liked about this whole interaction that we had with Tata SmartFlow. I mean, kudos to the pre-sales team. They made sure our requirements were very clearly heard and made sure that each and every one of our requirements were either answered or they could find an alternative to the requirement that we had. So that I have to commend the team on that. As well as feature set itself, what we needed, what we were looking for, to a very great extent, either the solution of SmartFlow already had, either they're in development, or, we were given an alternative, a different way of using something else, which kind of fulfilled our requirements. So, given our experience so far, not only would I recommend, I have already recommended SmartFlow to a lot of my business colleagues and cohorts in different organizations who have calling as a major part of their business. So yes, it's a thumbs up for me.